Hello and welcome back to my podcast. My name is Hannah and this is the Hannah Jean Stitchery podcast, where I talk about all of my knitting, crochet, fiber arts related projects that I get to working on. Today is actually the 12th episode. I have been gone since September. I took a little hiatus. I have no excuse. I just have been gone. So that means I have a ton to show you. A lot of FOs and some whips to show you and some yarn acquisitions with some cast on plans. So also excuse how blown out I look. I wanted to sit over here, but I have two windows on either side of me and I feel like it's just washing me out, but I don't want to change where I'm sitting, so we're just gonna deal with it. Anyway, it's gonna be probably a long one, so go ahead and grab a snack, something to drink. Let's chill out and let me just show you everything that I'm working on. Okay, so the first project that I finished in January is this baby blanket that I gave to a friend who was expecting her baby in January, and it is the Corner to Corner Bobble Blanket by BellaCoco Crochet, and I used Yarn Bee Baby Bee yarn from Hobby Lobby in the colors French Fields, which was the main color, and then I did the bobbles and stripes of Miss Mauve, Teddy, and light green, and it turned out so beautiful. But I will probably never make that blanket with that thin of yarn ever again. It was a DK weight yarn, but it kind of borders on sport weight. Yeah, it was just a lot, and I was very ready to be done with it by the time I finished it. So anyway, it turned out wonderful. She loved it. I don't know if the baby snuggles with it or not, but I'm sure probably once or twice it has. So that was my very first project that I finished for this year, and I started it in December on the 28th and finished it on the 12th of January, which was 2 days after the baby was born. So I got to take a meal to the friend and the baby blanket. So there was that. The second thing that I finished is a very big achievement. It is my son's temperature blanket, the blue blankie that I had been working on for a very, very long time. It is finished. It is also too big to show in person, so here is a picture with him laying on it, and he loves it. It is made from Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn, the worsted weight yarn, in a whole bunch of different colors, ranging, I think there's like 10 colors, so from 0 to 100. Yeah, so that is finished. He loves it, and I'm honestly very happy to be done with it. So I actually, I had started it and had been working on it for a really long time, but then last July I decided to start over. So it only took me like 8 months to get it done, from July 4th, 2024 to January 19th, 2025. So yeah, that's my second project. My next project that I finished in January was this hat, and it is for my dad for Christmas this year, and I don't think he'll mind me wearing it. It is so cute, and I'm actually quite jealous. So yeah, I really like it. It is called the Jason's Cashmere Hat. I did this in Drops Nepal. It is a 65-35 wool and alpaca blend, and this is just the color brown. I know, creative, right? It comes in one size for a 22-inch head, I guess. So yeah, one size fits most, I guess. And yeah, this is for my dad. So this was my third project, and I got this done in 2 days. I started it January 18th and finished it on the 20th. So third project done and out of the way. The next thing I finished was my Go Dynamo shawl. That was the Mystery Knit Along by Stephen West in 2024. The yarns are Hobby Lobby, I don't remember, Authentic Hand Dyed, and Cascade Heritage. So the white is the, let me get to a better spot, here we go. The white with these little specks of color is the Hobby Lobby yarn, and this purpley pink color is the Cascade Heritage yarn. And it turned out wonderful. I have not blocked it, but all of the ends are woven in, so we are calling it a finished object. And yeah, I'm pretty excited that I got this done. I have another mystery shawl that I need to finish, and this might have given me the courage to actually finish it. So anyway, that's this. I started it obviously in October on the 3rd of 2024, and I finished it on the 22nd of January. So it took a little bit of time, but that's all right. The next thing I finished, and I believe, nope, this is still a January project. I made this absolutely adorable romper for my baby. What is she? She's 9 months old now, as of yesterday. Okay, we're getting a little blown out. I'll put a picture of her in it. And so yes, this is the Crochet Bobble Romper. Who is it by? By Wild Little Acorn. I did the size 9 to 12 months, and this yarn is the Lion Brand Ice Cream. It is a DK weight. It's 100% acrylic in the colorway Ube? UBE. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it is, oh my goodness. I really love the colors of this yarn, and my baby looks absolutely adorable in it. So that was that. I made this January. I started it January 29th and finished it on January 31st when she turned 8 months because she is now 9 months. Oh my goodness. The next thing I made was a probably, actually, I never wrote this down when I did make this, but I think this was the next thing. This is a little mug hug thing, and I know I started it, let's see, I started it on the 12th of January. Oh, okay, it was not the next thing that I finished, but I had been working on it. But then I finished it on Valentine's Day, and I actually made 5 of these because I gave away 4 to some friends. And yeah, it's just a cute little mug hug. This yarn is Walmart's yarn, like their blanket yarn that you can make plushies out of. And so yeah, it's really, really soft. This yarn is from Hobby Lobby, the Baby Bee yarn in Toy Elephant. And then I just took some fun random buttons. Can you see it? There it is. So yeah, everybody had a different button, but everybody got the same mug hug. I don't really know what they're called, but so yeah, a mug cozy, I guess. I call it a mug hug. So I made that. Then, so I think for real, after I finished the romper, I had some leftover yarn, and I made my first daughter, my middle child, my first daughter, a Sophie Scarf headband. So I modified it. I did not do all of the increases of it. And then I flattened out a portion of it, so that way, like, when it sits on her head, it's flat. And yeah, so it turned out really cute. This is the rest. Well, I have just a little bit left of the ice cream yarn from Lion Brand, but I did use, that's what the colored yarn is. The white yarn is Hobby Lobby Baby Bee in Kitty. I have quite a bit of that yarn, and I've just been trying to like use it up in different projects. So a little bit of a stash buster, and yeah, she really likes it. It's a cute little headband. Made that. I started it on February 1st and finished it on the 2nd. I told you there was a lot, but I promise you I am almost done. The next thing I made was, oh, this is dirty because I've been using it, but it's a little flower coaster. There we go. It's a crochet flower coaster. I just found the pattern for it on YouTube. I saw it on Pinterest. That's where I found it. So it is a pattern on Pinterest. And yeah, this is the Hobby Lobby Baby Bee in Kitty, and I don't remember. Let me look. Okay, the purple is called Sugar Plum, and I really wish I wasn't getting blown out so much. Let me see if I can fix that really quick. Hang on. Okay, I don't think that was helpful, but that's the best I can do. So the last thing that I have to show you that I have finished is this beautiful sweater. This is the Rhue sweater by the Crayola, Rebecca Clow. I love this so much. Okay, this was made in February. I started it on the 2nd and I finished it on Valentine's Day. Okay, so this is my Valentine's Day sweater. So I made the 7th size, and I used Lion brand Wool Ease, and the colors Dark Rose Heather and Blush Heather. I cropped it because I honestly just wanted to get it done. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm probably actually never going to wear this over, or I mean like by itself, like with jeans or something. Most likely I will be wearing this with a skirt or with a dress. And so I cropped it, and it turned out really good. And yeah, I pretty much only, a few times I've worn it with a t-shirt underneath and tucked it in, like tucked my t-shirt into my jeans, and it's worked with like really high-rise jeans. But yeah, this is definitely a skirt dress sweater. Okay, the pattern called for a DK weight, and 3.75 and 3.25 millimeter needles. I believe I did 4 millimeter and 3.5 millimeter needles. This is also a category 4 or a medium weight yarn. I have found with Rebecca Clow that I can do that. I can go up a size of yarn, I guess, and still be okay. Which I'm glad I did, because it would have been pretty tight if I didn't. So yeah, technically this is a worsted weight pattern for me. But this actually has made me fall in love with wool yarn. I know this is like only 20% wool, 80% acrylic, 20% wool, but it is much more woolly feeling, rustic, toothy feeling than just 100% acrylic. And I really like it. I also figured out the whole color dominance situation. When you do color work, originally I was doing, okay, left hand, right hand. Originally I was doing main color and accent color, and my color work was like getting sucked into the fabric, and I was like, what's happening? So I was like, oh, I think somebody had said that somewhere, that I remember, that you need to watch out for that, like that can happen, and that means it's a color dominance problem. Color dominant, whatever. it's a problem. So you switch the yarns. So now I've been doing accent color and main color. So I don't know if that's helpful, but that's what I did, and I'm really blown out. I'm so sorry, but here we go. There it is. It is so pretty. Absolutely beautiful. I had an absolute blast doing this in 12 days. But I probably won't ever do that again. Maybe. At least not. Never mind. I'm not going to say never. So that is all of my FOs. It is now time to move on to some works in progress. So I'm going to have to be flipping through pages here so I can actually tell you everything that is happening that I've done. Whew. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what to start with. I'll start with the oldest thing on my needles, I guess. So let's find out what that is. I know what it is. It is this cardigan for my husband. And this is going to be really terrible to show because it's all bunched up. Because I am binding off the shawl collar. So this pattern I'm working on is Elewood. And it's a raglan style shawl collar cardigan. So essentially it kind of, there you go, it kind of looks like that. After I bind off the collar, I will be working on the sleeves, and then we'll block it, and we will be finally done with this. So the yarn is possibly, it's a mystery, I don't know, it's possibly a Karen baby blanket print yarn. It's just an acrylic worsted weight yarn, but my husband loved the colors. It's blippy colors. It's fine. So yes, I've been working on it, and it started pooling, but it's kind of doing this really fun thing where it's like tiny little stripes, and then it just grew into bigger stripes. And so little happy little accident there, and my husband likes it and I'm okay with it. So yeah, we're finishing it at this point. So that's what the main color yarn is. The other yarn, the accent, I guess, the shawl and the ribbing, is a Karen 1 pound yarn, acrylic, worsted weight. It's a little bit heavier than the main color yarn, but that's all right. I don't know what the color is. I'll try to have it written down on the bottom, but it's a gray. It's just a gray, but it looks very nice against this orange. So that is his cardigan finally coming along, and soon he will have a cardigan made out of this yarn, and hopefully he will actually wear it. Yeah, big old long story. If you want to know it, just kind of watch some of my other podcasts. I have talked at length about the journey of this yarn. We're not doing that today. Okay, the next thing is my Lieth Cardigan by Rebecca Clow, and so far it's looking like this. I have to finish this stripe and then one more stripe, and I should be good. I have to measure, obviously, but I should be good to start splitting for making like the rest of like the back, you know, split for the sleeves and then you make the rest of it. So that's very, very exciting. This yarn is Wool of the Andes in the color Clarity. It's just a light blue, very, very light blue. Jurassic, which is a green, and you can kind of see that. And okay, what is it? Dragon fruit. So my idea was kind of like a wintry watermelon color. I don't know. I just really liked these colors together. And yeah, this is a very old project. I started this, oh my, a whole year ago on February 29th, 2024. It is March 1st, 2025. This is the Lieth Cardigan by Rebecca Clow, and I'm very excited about it, but also it's like hot here in southern Oklahoma now. So like cardigans, woolly things, I just started like wanting to really knit them, which is silly, but like it's a thing. And so now it's hot and I'm like, now I'm just uncomfortable when I knit stuff because it's hot and it's in my lap and in my hands, but that's all right. That's okay. It's a slow whip. Okay, the next thing is this pair of vanilla socks. I already have the first sock done and I don't have it over here with me, so just imagine that you see it. This is just a plain vanilla sock that I'm doing, and I am currently on the heel flap, and this yarn is Hobby Lobby Authentic Hand Dyed, and the colors, I have no idea. I don't know. I never wrote it down and I lost the tags, so I don't know what the colors are, but they're very beautiful colors. We got a deep purpley violet purple color for the main color, and I think this is like unicorn tail or unicorn horn, something like that. It just has a whole bunch of different colors in it, and it is beautiful, but essentially it just looks gray. Like from afar it looks gray. So anyway, I really have been enjoying making this sock. I'm hoping to finish it this month. I'm just hoping. This next thing that I have, I've got two of the same exact thing, and it is the Franny Granny Child Hoodie by Hannah Cross or Hanjan Crochet. This is for my son. I am making the size 5 to 6 years. I started it February 14th, and I have not finished either one yet. The first one that I made was in this paint box yarn, and this is Lion Brand ice cream yarn in the color Blueberry. They are both 100% acrylic. They are both DK weight. However, this is the 5 to 6 year, but it is small. It does not fit my son. That is why it is in this state. It is not done. I was like, okay, I'm not ripping out. I'm just abandoning ship and we will figure out something else. But I didn't want to give up on this pattern. So I had leftover yarn from his blue blankie. So I have started a second one, and currently I am doing the bottom band. So that is not done yet. And then after that, I will have him try it on before I work on the hood, because I'm not about to like do the hood and it not fit. So if it doesn't fit, I really am not sure what I'm gonna do. Probably do the next size up, or I'm going to rip this out and we're gonna put this pattern in timeout, and we're gonna we will revisit it in a while, because I'm a little burnt out on this pattern. It is fun, it is interesting, and the first time around I really enjoyed it. I was whipping right through it, and then when I found out it was too small, I was like, oh, okay. I lost a lot of steam and I just really did not want to work on it. So that is the Franny Granny Child Hoodie by Hanjan Crochet. I bought this, I want to say, no, I did buy this on Ravelry. I did. But I found it on Instagram and I debated on buying it on Etsy, but I love Ravelry and how it like saves all of your patterns that you've bought in one spot. So, and you don't have to like get out your hard drive where you've saved all of your other patterns. So yeah, anyway, there's that project. And it's a little bit in timeout. It's kind of the last resort project that I've been working on. Like if it's the very last thing, it's the very last choice of all the things that I want to work on. So it's all right. It's okay. I think that's all of my whips. Well, technically it's not. Well, it is, but it isn't. Okay, let me just move on. So March, St. Patrick's Day. I have cast on the Alpine Bloom t-shirt sweater thing before, and I started it November 15th, 2024. Today, this morning, I ripped it out because I messed up the needle size on the neck. I didn't use the smaller size, and I also didn't understand the color dominance situation, so I had that issue happening. So we ripped it out. We're gonna start it over, and we're probably gonna cast it on, and what do you know, it's probably gonna hopefully be my St. Patrick's Day sweater shirt. So yeah, this yarn is, what is it? Blue Sky Fibers Woolstock Light Fingering in the colorway Wild Time. It is a 100% wool. It is beautiful. I love this green color. Then this yarn is Hedgehog Fibers Sunny Skinny Singles in the color Boa. And yeah, it's beautiful. It is also beautiful. I loved the way it looked when it was working up in the flower pattern. But yeah, I couldn't get over the fact that I did the wrong size needles for the collar and the color dominance thing. So I was just like, okay, we're gonna start over. So this will become the Alpine Bloom by Caitlin Hunter, and I'm hoping to start it very soon. Restart it very soon. Okay, so that is all of the whips. Next, I have yarn, a little bit of a haul. Let's start with this. So my Rhue sweater by Crayabea, my husband actually really loves. And so I was like, well, you want me to knit you one? And he was like, yeah. So we went to lionbrand.com and we picked out 2 colors for his, and this is what he chose. Okay, this is really upsetting. That red is not the color red that it actually is. It's actually it's a lot more bluey looking than what it's showing up to be. But this color is called Tawny Port. So think of like a very dark red wine. That's what it is. That's what this color is. It is not that red looking. It's much more blue. Anyway, moving on. And this one is Arrowwood, and it's a beautiful gold color, and it's showing pretty close to color. So yeah, I will be making him a Rhue sweater by Rebecca Clow, and we'll probably do it this way. So top color, main color, accent color, top color, bottom color. So yeah, there is that. And then we had to add on 1 extra skein of yarn because that's how we were gonna get a cheaper price, which was kind of mind-boggling to us, but that's all right. I wanted to get this green color, and it is called Forest Green Heather. I want to make another Jason's Cashmere Hat in this yarn for me, because I really like that hat, and I also really like green, and I also like this yarn. So we are going to do that at some point. It's actually not a soon cast on, and it might be a little bit in the future cast on because I don't need a hat right now. Anyway, there's that. That is my Lion brand yarn acquisitions. My last acquisition with plans is yarn for the Stripe Hype sweater by Veronika Lindberg, or Kutovikika here on YouTube. And let me just show you the color palette, okay? I'm very excited about it. So basically, I went on Pinterest and I was like, all right, I have no idea what colors I want to do for the stripe hype, but I want to do the stripe hype. So I looked up some, what are they called? Like, palette ideas, color palette ideas. And this is a rough estimate of one of them. And oh man, we're so blown out. You can't really see the color difference. Okay. But this is it. This is it. It is pink, green, and purple. And then this light gray color that you can't really see because it's blown out. So this yarn is the Cascade BFL 100% blue face luster wool. So this color is called okay, it doesn't tell me the colors. It doesn't tell me the colors. Hang on, let me look it up. So the main color, let's start with that. The main color is called Nimbus Cloud, and okay, online it actually looked a lot more of a neutral gray color, but in person it's looking very blue. Okay, there we go. It probably looks purple. It's looking a little bit more purple on the camera, but it is a gray color. The next color is Wisteria. It's a very light purple. So here it is against, yeah, you can't really tell. Oh my goodness. There is a difference, I promise. This is gray and this is purple Wisteria. Maybe I'll take a picture and we can see it better. But anyway, Wisteria. Then we have Blackberry. It's a little bit deeper purple than what you're seeing. Then we have Rose Shadow, which is a light pink, but not that light. Can we see it? There we go. I might. Okay, Rose Shadow. Then we have Green Olive, a light green. And then we have Kale. So yes, that is going to be the stripe hype sweater. I don't know the order of the yarns yet. I have an idea, but I'm not entirely sure if that's what I'm gonna do. I think it is, but okay, it's gonna be like the stripe up here will be dark purple, I think. I don't know. The stripes, here's what I want to do. I want to do light purple, dark green, pink. So then that would mean I would have dark purple and light green left. So I don't know. So dark purple and light green, or light pink, green and dark purple, and then the edges, I don't know. I'm hoping there's help in the pattern to figure that out, but there might not be. Anyway, that is my acquisitions. Those are my acquisitions and plans. So I don't know how long I've been recording for. My camera has been turned off a couple times during this, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched through this whole thing, you are the real ones and a trooper, because I know I talked very fast and there was a lot to get through. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!